heart of Austria at Bad Aussee, next to a natural gypsum deposit, we find the most modern plasterboard production plant in Europe, Rigips, Austria. Because of its efficient quality management, Rigips was the first company in the Austrian building materials industry to receive the certificate ISO 9002. Great importance is paid to environmental protection. The gypsum mined near the plant is transported by cable car to the plant and there processed for the production of plasterboards. After the mixer, the plaster is poured between cardboard on the setting line for preliminary drying. Already after 1 hour in the mechanical dryer, the boards are ready to use. They are cut to size and shipped. Finishing attics with Rigips systems begins with insulation. Insulating material is cut to size and pressed between the rafters. After laying the insulation, a vapor blocker is fastened to the rafters over the whole of the attic area, but joints are fastened with overlap with double-sided adhesive tape. Spaced 40 cm apart, Rigips adjusting rocker bars are screwed on the rafters. Rigisteel profiles are put in position with plumb and water level with quick assembly screws. Perpendicular to the profiles, Rigips fire protection boards are screwed to the substructure. For evening out irregular walls for heat insulation and to improve sound shielding, a lattice structure with adjusting rocker bars is used. For this, the attachment points are traced in plumb, the anchors inserted, and the adjusting rocker bars screwed on with connection gaskets at the back. Then the flanges are bent out at right angles. The insulating material is pressed against the wall and pushed over the flanges. Rigisteel profiles are set in the rocker bars plumb and a perpendicular to plumb and screwed on both sides with the profile. The protruding flanges are bent backwards. Rigips fire protection boards are fastened to the substructure with Rigips quick assembly screws. For quick and space-saving renovation, dry plasterboards are used. Before applying them, residue mortar and loose plaster material has to be removed. Adhesive matrix is applied in point. And boards already cut to size, mounted plumb and perpendicular to plumb. To install a partition wall, the wall run is pre-drawn on the floor with a plumb bob or a straight hedge and a self-adhesive Rigips connection gasket applied to the Rigips profiles. Spaced 80 cm apart, the profiles are fastened to the floor and ceiling with anchors and screws. Seawall sections for standards are loosely screwed at 60 cm apart, first into the lower and then into the upper connection sections. After boards are mounted on one side, utilities can be routed in the cavity. When the entire wall cavity is filled with insulation, boards can be mounted on the second side. Rigips Vario joint cement is used for filling in joints and for achieving a smooth surface. There are suitable substructures for mounting heavy loads. Before laying Rigiplant floor elements, any differences in the level of the floor must be evened out. After laying the insulating edge stripes, uneven places are evened out with thermoplan dry fill. And Rigiplant floor elements can be laid staggered lengthwise. Now the ceiling elements are glued perpendicular to the floor elements with Rigips dry floor adhesive. priming with Recombi primer is recommended. And now you are ready for laying the flooring of your choice.